Hello everyone, and welcome back to Kinkoi. We are your hosts, Man of Stage, here with...
Saren Prince.
And together we are Bridge Boys Broadcasting. Yes, we're doing the full intro this time because we are starting a new route for Reina. For those of you who joined us for the tail end of Sylvie's route, you already knew this.
Really, I think it's been a little bit longer than that. I think, at least I decided earlier on, I was like, I like Reina a lot.
Well, yeah, but we established that we were going to be choosing this at the end of the last video for Kinkoi, so it was affirmation or a reminder, I guess? I don't know.
Yeah.
At any rate, let's go. Ooh, achievement.
本当に
Yes, really.
本当にやめちまうのかよ、オーロ。
We already know who this is.
俺との約束はどうなるんだよ。
I'm sorry.
オーロくん、私のためだよね。私のためにあんなこと。私のためにオーロくんの夢が。
It's not like that.
It wasn't for anyone else. It was for myself. I wanted to walk a path in life I could accept, free of feeling shame towards those around me. I wanted to be golden. That was all. The ceiling is familiar.
Still haven't unpacked those boxes.
Never will.
I had this crazy dream where I actually unpacked them.
It wasn't real. It was never real. Morning, huh? Was that entire route with Sylvie just a dream?
Oh man, that would have been great.
おはようゲロ。起きる時間ですわよ。
Hi, Mina.
ってあら、もう起きてましたの。珍しい。
I had a nightmare.
Morning, Mina-chan.
先輩、おはようございます。
Akane-chan too? Good morning. Lively as always, I see.
It was 6 o'clock in the morning. Damn. Once again, a collection of boisterous voices had driven me out of bed. Also nightmares.
So cold. It's super chilly out today, huh?
11月に入ってとうとう冬本番ですわね。今くらいの時期は油断すると風が怖いですよね。
Yep, which is why I always stay in bed.
Good night.
それは甘えですわ。ほらほら、さっさと出なさいな。顔も洗う。
Okay, Mom.
体操すれば温まりますよ、先輩。みんなもう外で待ってますから。
The underclassmen girls sure were lively. My goodness. Strip.
What's wrong?
いきなり脱ぐんじゃありません。びっくりしましたわ。
Oh, I'm undressing now. Surprise!
Oh, what's the big deal? It's just my shirt.
I ordinarily got changed in the bathroom, but I decided to get undressed while I was still in bed.
まったくもう。こちら二人もレディーが揃ってますのよ。礼儀というものをわきまえてですね。
You guys don't do well at swimming pools, do you?
Are there two ladies here? Is Akane a commoner? I forget.
Yes. But I think
Yeah, because there's
regardless.
only like 3 of us, right?
Yeah, because it's Reina, it's Akane, and us.
And us.
Yep. That we know of. Mina-chan grumbled with flushed cheeks. While Akane-chan spazzed and made a bunch of random noises. That sounds about right for her, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Despite their different reactions, they were both awfully innocent.
Neither of you can deal with seeing a naked guy, huh?
体勢ってそりゃ見たことないですもん。同年代の男の子かとか。
And technically speaking, you still haven't because we're older than you.
Yep. We are 1
そん
year
な野
older.
蛮人あなたくらいですわ。
Really? Really?
Well, probably here, yes.
I don't know. We've had conversations with Saigo.
Yes, but he always drops those conversations and goes back to his regular thing when talking to girls.
True. How adorable.
逆に先輩は平気なんですか？見せるの。
Yes?
Watch me! It's not a matter of being fine with it or anything. I mean, I'm obviously gonna keep my pants on, and it's socially acceptable for a guy to be shirtless anyway.
Ah, yes.
それは確かに。
Besides, it doesn't bother me if you see me topless anyway, Akane-chan.
We're not even on your route. Or are we?
先輩、それってどういう。
Oh, it's kind of embarrassing, but I think of you...
As a little sister type.
like a close relative, sort of like a younger niece or relative you'd hop in the bath with, you know?
恐縮です。
Aww.
And then she died.
Of embarrassment. Alright, changing complete.
Achievement.
不覚にも取り乱しましたわ。ところでゲロ。
Yes? Mina-chan suddenly came up to me while I was getting ready for my morning workout with Akane-chan. Touch, touch. What are you touching?
I need an adult. Why freak out about seeing me shirtless and then touch my chest like it's no big deal?
She ran her hands along my chest. What is happening?
胸
Are
板
we
を
on the
確か
fan
めたの
disc?
です。
Oh.
適度に筋肉を感じますわね。腹筋や腕は日常生活でもつくものですが、胸の筋肉はよっぽどのことじゃつきませんわ。
Are you indirectly asking us if we even lift, bro?
あなた、何かスポーツでもやってらしたので？
Oh, that's right. This hasn't been divulged yet.
それ、自分も気になってました。先輩、スポーツ全然やらないって言ってましたけど、でも、動きはちゃんとしてますよね。学園に来る前とか、何かやってたので？
I played dodgeball, just like I'm going to dodge this question.
If you can dodge a question, you can dodge a ball.
Maybe?
That's my little secret.
It was another sunny day. Okay, that was a weird segue. After radio calisthenics, I got ready for school and had a decent amount of time to spare. I I'd been a little fixated on breakfast in recent mornings.
The cafe here's got a pretty impressive spread.
Some roast beef, some chicken, a pizza.
そうですね。基本セットの他はビュッフェスタイルなので、レパートリーって意味じゃすごい数ですね。
Since it was an Academy-affiliated cafe, it provided a super basic breakfast of toast, salad, scrambled eggs, and milk free of charge. You could even get a single cup of coffee on the house, and that was plenty to start off your day.
ここのお店、コロッケがすごく美味しいから、それを挟んでコロッケサンドにするのが朝の贅沢なんよ。
体作りのためにタンパク質を増やしたいから、シーチキンとリンゴを足すのもおすすめです。
For breakfast? Alright.
やっぱコラーゲンかな。ほら、11月って紫外線やばいって言うし、コラーゲンセットなら追加350円だし。
Rich girls are incredible.
The tagline of this game.
The tagline of the last route.
Yeah, that's true. There was some staggering variety in the add-ons you could purchase. The extras weren't free and were often sold for 50 or 100 yen each. If you could spend 500 yen or so on an ordinary breakfast set, then there was a full enough menu to put together a hearty dinner too. With all the different restaurant delivery options at dinner time, you'd never expect it was a student dormitory with these amenities, but even the dorm-facilitated cafe was amazing. Once again, I really had underestimated the power of Noble Academy. Wait, why did I say it like that? I don't know.
Well, you know, considering the people who go here, you know.
This cafe is fully operational.
Hey, you could change your order every morning and it'd be totally fine.
For today's breakfast, I selected the German sausage set.
Yeah.
A triple set of arabiki sausage, pork, and herbs came to a total of 100 yen. It was crazy cheap, yet insanely satisfying.
なんでこれまで知らなかったの？もう入って1ヶ月以上経つよね。
Blame Jogasaki.
Okay. Yeah, I was about to say, because of a certain person, I was stuck on the free menu for like 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm. I half expect her to just appear now, as though summoned.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
You're the ones who wouldn't let me in.
I had limited access to this cafe until recently. I'd eaten the basic breakfast basically every day, but that was the only thing I ever had the chance to try. All because you-know-who had curtly brought me the free set and nothing else every single time.
それは大変失礼しました。
We will not.
Wait a minute, we didn't even say that out loud, did we? That was our thoughts.
Apparently, it even works. If you just think about her, she's there.
Whoa.
I hadn't noticed that the dodgy girl had closed in. After breaching the subject, Kaga quickly darted off. Bye. Damn her! She dumped this troublesome person off on me.
私としたことが気が回せなくて、市松さんの楽しみを奪ってしまいましたね。
Why are you so happy about this? What's your angle?
That's not really...
こちらも、寮の皆が嫌な顔をするのではと思い、折衷案として間に入っただけのことですけど。私のいないところで恨みつらみを述べるほど根に持ってらしたなんて、本当に申し訳ありません。
I don't believe you.
It's
どう
okay,
した
next
ら
time I'll
許してい
voice
た
it
だ
when
け
you're
るかし
here.
ら。
we'll talk about that on the fan disc. I don't have any grudges against you, really.
That I would voice aloud.
Hey.
I got roped into an awful situation first thing in the morning. The boarders seemed to welcome me, though. However, Jogasaki decided to change up her attack strategy now that she was the only one left who wanted to oust me. She would basically nag me to no end while maintaining a neutral position. You and your damn neutrality. Jogasaki probably wanted to keep me under a moderate degree of stress and wait for me to expose some shortcoming. Well, you're too late. We've exposed many shortcomings. Damn, I really made an enemy of an awful woman. And then...
なになにオーロがあやかっちに何かしたん
Not yet.
は何した何したさっさと謝った方がいいぞオーロ
Another party entered and got involved from the opposite direction.
別に私が何かされたとかじゃ。
いやいやオーロのことだから何かしたに決まってる間違いないねさあ言ってごらんあやかっちどんなセクハラされたん父揉まれたお尻触られた
Reina.
いや、
謝りなさいオーロあやかっちのエロバディにたぶらかされてふらふら言っちゃったのを謝りなさい
Gomenasai. I did not!
I shouted at her. The topic of discussion was veering off in a pretty horrendous direction. However, thanks to Reina's obnoxious cackling, onlookers assumed it was all a joke and giggled as well. Ah, well played. And then... Jogasaki couldn't stomach being singled out in our 3-person comedy skit, blushed, and left. Bye. Which meant I was free!
We so free!
あやかっちは相変わらずエロ攻めに弱いですな
Alright, we will note that for the fan disc.
You saved me.
You saved my again!
ん
Reina shrugged it off, essentially telling me not to worry about it, and grinned. That was an ideal interference, if you asked me. Jogasaki's methods were consistently on the brink of harassment and were designed so anyone who intervened poorly would end up the bad guy. If I were to elaborate further, even if you chastised Jogasaki perfectly, that would cause turbulence of its own later on down the road. Or down the line, either way, you know, pick your path. Reina's method of leading into a conversation Jogasaki would naturally not want to be a part of worked out so nobody got hurt. I thought this for a long time now, but her ability to adapt to any given situation was incredible. She was skilled at striking a perfect balance.
まあ気にしないで私が粗挽きウィンナーが好きだったそれだけの話さね
Is that a euphemism, or do you just want our breakfast?
The answer is both.
Probably.
Who said you could eat my food?
Don't touch my sausage. She chowed down on one of the sausage links for my breakfast. Get your own sausage.
いいじゃんいいじゃんオーラのウィンナーを口いっぱいに頬張りたかったのダメ
You know, I was cracking the jokes, but I should have realized that she's got them covered.
あーオーラのウィンナーこんなに太い
Shut up, Reina.
あれすっげーしけづら
You know, you do sometimes see pubescent boys overreact to dirty jokes, especially in manga written by women, but real men aren't that stupid.
Just lesser degrees of stupid.
なんだ、残念。
What sucks about it exactly? Oh well, she did rescue me, so I could probably spare a single sausage link.
You tell dirty jokes at 7:30 in the morning without a moment's hesitation, huh?
いいじゃん、別に。
Compared to the angels who screeched the second they saw my chest, it seems awfully scuzzy.
薄汚れた言うな。
Suddenly, Reina's gaze landed on my face. Do we have something on our face? She was staring at me. What was it?
オーロ、コーヒー牛乳飲む？
I'm the type who takes his morning coffee black, actually.
Good.
うん、でも、コーヒー牛乳の方がいろいろと、テンション上がるっしょ。
Huh?
いいならいいや。
What? Off she went. I am confused.
I am too.
What was that about? Talk about a weirdo. But come to think of it, I guess I didn't know much of anything about Reina.
おはよう、オーロ。
Hi, Sylvie.
おはようご
I
ざい
had
ま
this
す。
weird dream and you were in it, and then never mind.
You were there, and you were there, and you were there.
Hiya.
I headed to school. It had already been just under 2 months since I enrolled at Noble Academy, and I was already fitting in like a glove. But a hand fits into a glove. Whatever.
今日の科学は予測計算の課題が出ていましたね。やってきましたか？
No, I did not.
Do you really need to ask me that question? Of course not. Let me copy yours.
Please. My studies aside, anyway. I certainly tried to fit in, but...
Sylvie, you don't have many friends, do you?
あら、ご挨拶ね。
Really, though.
腕を落としますよ。
Oh, no.
Pardon me.
私、友達少ない？
Well, you're only close with me and a couple of other people, right?
かもね。
Well, it wasn't really a matter of friends or anything like that. It made sense with our class when both Sylvie and Ellison had established themselves as being out of place. Setting myself aside, there were very few who could calmly approach the princess and drum up a casual conversation. Those who did approach her didn't seem so much like friends as much as fans. They only seemed to want to watch and squeal from a short distance away. Sylvie herself was friendly to all of her classmates, so their relationship did seem decent to me in its own right, but...
When I start to think about it...
I ramble on endlessly.
You're awfully close to her, huh?
I looked over at Reina. She was off chatting with her other friends in class today. You shouldn't sit like that, Reina. I can see your panties, but not really.
レイナ？
You seem oddly close to her.
Aside from me, Sylvie was on especially good terms with a goofball like Reina. Given the circumstances, it was a big deal that the Princess Sylvia-sama would want to stay the night in Reina's room without batting an eye.
Actually, yes, and I didn't even think about that until right now.
Uh-huh.
Did something happen between you two?
A later camp.
何かって
Camp. Did Did you two run away together at some point, which led to Ella-san tracking you down and nearly lopping Reina's arm off for tossing her around a little?
No, I'm pretty sure that was a unique circumstance.
It'd be funny if that's how Sylvie knows all of her friends.
That's how I meet everyone. It's pretty common for me, actually.
そんな命知らずをやらかしたのは私の知る限り一人だけです。
Well, there goes that theory.
Who?
For sure. There was no way an incident like that would ever happen repeatedly. Looks at the camera. But in that case...
ないわよ。特に何も。レイナとは特に何もなく仲良くなったの。何があったわけでもなく近づいてきて仲良くなってくれたのよ。レイナは。
You know, I believe that, actually.
Yeah, I do. Because when you think about it, like, Reina's chill enough that she would approach, like, both of us, right? Like, the opposite ends of the spectrum.
Oh, yeah. She does...
Sylvie, who is... People are almost too afraid to go near because she's a princess. And then us, who people just shat on. Like...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because she just doesn't have... Those kind of social boundaries don't mean anything to her. She's just like, hey, I want to get to know you, and so I will.
Yeah, and she's pretty much the same around everybody.
Mm-hmm. She replied happily.
納得できないって顔ね。
That's not really it.
Reina was different from other girls. It was normal to assume something must have sparked their relationship.
でも、オーロにも分かってるはずよ。私がレイナと親友になれた理由。
Nothing is obvious to us.
分からないなら、今日一日じーっとレイナを見ていることをおすすめするわ。
Alright.
すぐに分かるから。
No, we won't. And so...
何何オーロ、なんか用？
Not really.
Reina noticed I was watching her and walked over. When I shook my head and told her that it was nothing, she headed back to her group like it was no big deal. Then...
ねえねえ、あやかっち。あやかっちも思うっしょ？今日のメゴチン、チーク行きすぎって。
そうね。ちょっと濃いわね。
そっかな。
前々から言ってるでしょ。化粧はまずすっぴんであることを基盤に配置すべきと。
ねえ。
そういうレーナは今日はちょっとまつげ濃いけど。
わかるかな。マスカラ新しいのだから分量わかんなくて。
まったくもう。
Setting aside the fact that she managed to become friends with Sylvie, she was even on pretty good terms with Jogasaki. She was friendly with all of us. That was super impressive in my book. There were people in class once in a while who could pull off this balancing act, but I wondered how they managed. Even Jogasaki admitted to hating me just because I was a commoner. Reina should be the same as me in that sense. So, how had she overcome it? Kisaki Reina. It had been 2 months since I'd come to Noble Academy, and we hadn't known each other for very long, and yet, she was a hard woman to get a handle on.
ああ、キ
Jogasaki ね。
You know her?
名前だけは。あいつ寮では有名人じゃん。
Wow.
I never expected someone like her to know anything about Reina.
So, why do you say she's famous?
Other than myself, I hadn't heard about anyone being especially noteworthy since I'd enrolled here.
誰とでも仲良くなれるタイプ？もっと言えば、誰とでも仲良くなりに行くタイプ。俺のとこにもちょこちょこ会いに来たっけな。
Oh yeah, I guess she did know about you too. Do you get along with her?
それは、ないと思う。会話自体はほぼしたことない。でも来るんだよな。低学になった時とかちょこちょこ来ては、元気出せとか気にするなとか。
Also, we found out in the last route she is a great detective.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, she made that realization way faster than pretty much anybody else, actually.
Yeah, I was about to say, faster than us, easily, because she took
Oh,
one
yeah.
look and was like, oh, hey!
I know.
So, she kept coming over to cheer you up even though you didn't want her to?
うぜえ。
Yeah, made sense why they wouldn't be especially compatible. Even so.
And she must have been worried about the fact that you got suspended.
わかってるよ。
Ria seemed a little bothered that she painted Reina in such a bad light at the time. She felt guilty for being so unsociable, but her heart seemed to be in the right place. Deep down, Ria really was a good person.
端的に言えばいいやつなんだろうな。
For sure. Enough to, if nothing else, remember the name of a certain person who has zero interest in talking to other people.
うるせえ。
Ria turned away.
俺は他人に興味がないだけで、名前まで忘れるほど無礼者じゃねえよ。ダチの名前でも気軽に忘れる誰かさんと違って？
Okay, never mind, she got there first.
You would have gotten there first if I didn't accidentally hit the button.
No, it's fine.
Oh, we got called out. Ooh, she hit me right where it hurt.
Sorry for that, Soma-kun.
くん言うな。
I will not. Ria clicked her tongue. It put me in a tough spot whenever this subject came up.
We really did meet a long time ago, didn't we? Hmm?
無礼者。
Yes, we are.
Sorry.
I couldn't remember. Big shock, the other tagline. I remembered Sylvie, sort of. Based on everything I'd heard, Ria had definitely been there with us, but... I couldn't remember.
Sorry.
いいって別に。こっち女子のチームで、男子のグループとは基本分かれてたし。
Yeah, I guess.
Ria wasn't the only person I was blanking on. Other than the boys I hung out with, the only other person I remembered was Sylvie, and that was because of how much she stood out.
あいつのことなんざピンとも来てねえだろ。
Huh?
なんでもない。
She stuck one of her favorite cigarettes in her mouth and faced away. Didn't look like she was going to elaborate any further. I started to feel uneasy and hurried inside. Let's see.
あ、オーロ、どったの？
Rhea on the water tower, smoking.
Yeah, nothing. Definitely not Rhea.
On the water tower, smoking. My feet had naturally led me to the fashion studio, a classroom Reina often visited. This was just about the time they called it a day, and I caught her on her way out.
なになに？ファッションに興味出た？もう帰るとこだけど、おもちゃにしていいならお着替えパーティーしてあげるよ。
I'm a man, not a mannequin.
No, thank you.
なんだよ。男の人形少ないんだから遊ばせろよ。
Reina laughed in her usual easygoing way. I dropped by since I felt like seeing her, but I hadn't considered what I'd do once I got here.
I didn't come from?
I didn't come from any real reason. That's why I can't remember anything.
You know, it makes sense to me. I didn't come for any real reason, so, see ya.
I waved and said goodbye.
He just starts moonwalking away.
Dun, 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 dun. What to do now? When?
用事ないなら一緒に帰ろっか。
Huh?
私も用事ねっからさ、一緒しようよ。ね。
She squeezed onto my arm. Her boob was hitting me a little.
Yeah, I guess so.
うっし。
I gave the okay after being drawn in by her boobs, but Reina let go as soon as I agreed. She headed back into the fashion studio when...
ごめん。今日はね。
Wait, is that directed at us or them?
ごめんごめん。じゃあね。
Wait, yeah, I'm actually confused now.
She came back.
よし。帰ろっか、オーロ。
Sure.
Wait, it looked like she actually did have plans and she just bailed on them. It was normal to go home together if neither of us had anything to do, but she came with me despite having plans with one of her friends.
Yeah, she was trying to bail on her other friend.
I mean, that's my theory, but I don't know why. No, perhaps I'd gotten the wrong impression, but... We headed back together. With that said, we were both dorm dwellers, and this wasn't some bittersweet after-school outing. Our walk back to the dorm was nothing more than the two of us going to the same place. If I had to describe it...
お邪魔さまーす。
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It somehow led the two of us coming back to my dorm room.
オーロの部屋来るの久しぶりかな。
It has not changed a bit.
Yeah, you haven't shown up for a week or so.
か。久しぶりってほどでもないけど、ちょっと遠くなったくらいだね。
I suppose that's true.
エロいもの、エロいもの。
Don't immediately dig through my stuff.
礼儀だろ？
Is it though?
I wouldn't build up my porn stockpile in just a week's time anyway.
At least not the physical stuff.
か。
でも増えてはないけど、置いてる順番が変わってない？
Well, yeah, I wanted to
Look,
alphabetize.
let's not go into details.
Oh, you see, now I was ready to go into details.
Well, yeah, whatever's been used would move to the top.
ああ、使ったんね。
Hey,
ああ、
you opened this Pandora's box.
Mm-hmm.
Or should I say Porndora's box?
That's actually pretty good. Why are you getting embarrassed when you're the one who brought it up?
She loved dirty jokes, but couldn't handle anything especially lewd. Well, anyway.
今日は手土産を持ってきた。
Is it another one of those toys that you snuck into our shopping all those episodes ago?
Oh, right. That was in like part 6 or something.
Yes, it was a long time ago. Unlike Ouro, I remember.
What's this all about?
あよ、コーヒー牛乳。
Oh.
What's this all about?
It was a container of coffee milk that they sold at the convenience store.
まあまあ、ぐいっと行きたまえよ。迷った時はコーヒー牛乳。コーヒー牛乳で乗り越えられない試練はないぜ。
Okay.
Is this some type of stealth marketing? Like, I was thinking, like, Reina's actually, like, the spokesperson for them.
That's how she affords her tuition. I took the drink and poured it into my mug.
What?
どう？
It's sweet.
Its refreshingly sweet flavor would nearly give honey a run for its money due to its enhanced richness and coffee-esque aftertaste. Oh. I don't know how else to read that other than sounding like Borilacoche every single time.
I miss him.
I know, I don't think we'll see a lot of him on this route, but maybe we're wrong. So this was coffee milk?
どうよ。辛かった昨日にバイバイでしょ。
Yeah, I wonder what it is. There's this mellow sweetness and semi-bitter spice. I really admired these sort of mature flavors when I was younger.
Huh, I would think it would be the opposite.
Yeah,
だよね
actually.
だよね。コーヒー牛乳ってのはさ、赤ちゃんみたいに優しいのに大人の味なんだよね。
Reina, is this a metaphor for you?
Yeah.
Ah, relaxing.
So, what sparked all of this?
I appreciated her support, but why did she come all the way to my dorm just to watch me drink coffee milk?
That reminds me, you were talking about coffee milk this morning too. What's with the stealth marketing? Land a job at Starbucks or something?
Starbucks.
Yuck.
That's exactly what I was thinking too. I was thinking, Starbucks.
I'm not gonna lie, I'd be infinitely more likely to drink at a place like that.
It would be so funny.
だって朝からでしょ。朝の時点じゃ大丈夫かと思ったけど、やっぱりつらたんだったっしょ。
Oh, because we've been leering at you? No, we've just been trying to think.
Huh?
いいの何も言わなくて。ほら、もう一杯飲み剤。コーヒー牛乳はすべてを忘れさせてくれるから。
I'm beginning to think she drugged our coffee milk.
You know, it sounds like it. Also, I'm pretty sure Ouro might remember, but I genuinely forgot why we're having a bad day, or that we were having a bad day.
Well, I think because it was the interaction in the morning with Jogasaki, maybe?
That makes sense. I definitely have a worse day after talking to Jogasaki.
Well, and then, too, after our conversation with Sylvie, we've just been, like, staring at Reina all day long, trying to figure out... Because we literally took the advice of just watch her, and you'll figure out why we've been able to have such a good relationship. And it's like, okay, stare.
Sure. Oh.
忘れた。
Yes.
What? I forgot. Actually, it's creepy since it feels like I'll actually forget. It's like I'm being taken in by this shallow brainwashing.
辛いことは飲んで忘れるに限るって。ほれほれ、飲め飲め。
That's not coffee milk.
Yeah, I was like, she's completely drugging us. I can't drink anymore.
Coffee milk was tasty, but it was still pretty gross if you chugged 500 milliliters of it at once, yeah. Oh, that sounds awful. That aside...
What painful stuff are you talking about?
ん？朝からなんか辛そうな顔してたじゃん。
This morning?
If you're talking about why I was upset this morning, then you stealing one of my breakfast sausages was like 90% of it.
Ah. The last 10% was because it was outrageously cold.
え？でもその前、ラジオ体操してるとこ上から見てたけど、なんか浮かない顔してなかった？
Oh.
I kept thinking, wow, I'm tired, and it's so cold.
We are not complex.
そんな軽いもんじゃなくて。
You'd
No.
be surprised.
Yeah, I was about to say. I was a little startled. This morning during radio calisthenics, I was honestly feeling a little down in the dumps. Although it had completely dissipated by breakfast time. The dream I had today. My lingering depression had been from that dream.
でも朝ごはんの時には立ち直ってたっぽいから大丈夫だと思ったけど。さっきの顔色見たらやっぱりさ。さっきはなんでへこんでたん？廊下で会った時もなんか顔色暗かったよね。
My chat with Rhea had been a little awkward earlier, so I had been somewhat upset. Huh? She picked out those tiny little details in my expression?
What the heck? Are you a mind reader or something?
さすがに心までは読めねえけどもさ。でもほら、やっぱりへこんでる人ってそういうオーラみたいなのあるじゃん？
I do not. I mean, I guess.
I kind of got what she meant. Kind of.
なら元気づけてあげたいじゃん。うざって思われるかもだけど、そう思うだけでも結構気分とか晴れたりするしさ。
Except Rhea, maybe?
すぐにわかるから。
I guess for us a day is no time. How about that?
なになにオーロ、黙っちゃって。
Nothing. Reina, you're one of those, huh?
Could you be more vague?
Probably not.
One of those. What? One of those what? The things. The things that are really in tune with other people. Those things. Oh, that's not where I thought he was going.
Yeah, I didn't either. A busybody.
I was thinking like an empath.
やかましいわい。自分でもちょっと自覚あるわい。でも仕方ないでしょ。こういう性分なの。つらたんな人、腐ってる人、そういう人を見過ごして、後から気になるくらいなら、最初からおせっかい全開で言った方がいいでしょ。そりゃあ相手にはありがた迷惑なこともあるだろうけどさ。あたしゃやらない善よりやる偽善なの。迷惑かけたら素直にごめんなさいするからいいの。
Okay, that's pretty admirable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know.
She was a busybody, but being a busybody was an ability that took some immense courage, if you asked me. It meant you'd established a way of life where you could be proud of yourself every passing second. That was ridiculously difficult. An unashamed way of life, one that required an immense amount of courage. It was a fruitless path with no real destination.
もういい。こっちもどうしてへこんでたとかは聞く気ないし。元気は出たんでしょ？ならいいから。帰る。
Reina was acting like a fish out of water, blushed bright red, and tried to make a quick exit.
Hang on a sec.
何？
She stopped mid-step. Reina was pretty cute when those normally optimistic eyes of hers glistened with shyness. I wanted to see her this way a little longer.
I'd like to thank you for the coffee milk. Want to go grab dinner? It'll be my treat.
いいの？
Yeah, the sky's the limit, up to $5.
Black card.
Oh, right, actually, he does have a high limit. Never mind. I got curious after certain someone made off with my breakfast sausage this morning. And I found a German restaurant you can visit without ordering alcohol.
Wait, is that a requirement?
I think it's a bar, so I don't recommend going alone, but I'd love it if you join me.
へえ、ドイツ料理のお店。珍しいね。
Ah, you like nice, thick wieners, don't you? I'll help you stuff your mouth full of them.
Oh my god.
極太が癖になったらどうしよう。
Oh, we are going down a very interesting path. Reina was back to her usual hyper self. With that, we set out into the nightlife of the city. It had been 2 months since I came to Noble Academy. I'd completely acclimated to my surroundings. More or less.
Yeah, with the exception of probably like one person.
And grades.
Yeah, but we're never gonna get those.
True. And it was all thanks to her. That our grades suck?
金色ラブリッチェ。
I mean, her grades aren't great either.
I think they're, what, like a step above ours, basically?
Yes. I'd been captivated by her ever since I enrolled here. And what I learned as a result was...
キサキさん？狙ってるやつくっそ多いぜ。うちのクラス。てか、学年じゃ一番かも。
Wow.
大変魅力的な方ですからね。お友達も男女問わず多いですし。
Sounded like Reina was popular. That sounds like
Not
an
just the
understatement.
men, but the women and children, too.
And dogs, and cats. Compared to Sylvia or Ellison, who were considered out of everyone's league, Reina's rise in popularity was thanks to her cuteness being on a more realistic scale. Yeah.
Is that a compliment? Doesn't sound like it.
I don't know. He's kind of had a series of backhanded compliments, so I really don't know.
She doesn't have a boyfriend or anything, right?
ですね。聞いたことがありません。
Well, it's not like if she did, all of the news outlets would start publishing it or anything.
ま、所詮は庶民だから、俺たちに言わせれば、声をかけるのははばかられる。
Ha ha ha, I have no such scruples at all.
でも西郷くん、前に家に誘おうとしたよね。普通に断られたけど。
Oh ho ho ho.
言うなバカ
Huh?
そんなことが。
Sorry, I'm actually laughing hard on that one.
No, that's really funny.
違う俺が持ってきた漫画を読みたそうにしてたから、3巻まで貸したことがあったんだよ。それで、4巻からも読みたいって言うから、なら家でって言ったら、持ってきてくれればいいよって。
Oh, she sidestepped you like a complete natural.
She wasn't even being cautious. That was the way you turned down a member of the opposite sex you weren't even the least bit interested in. Poor Saigo. But not really.
Cheer up. Listen, I hear Yodoki Gaioru Sensei is gonna put out a new cross-dressing manga.
わーい
Alright.
まあ西郷くんは誘い方がプライドに凝り固まってなってなかったとして。
Small victories?
普通に告白しては玉砕している人も多いそうですよ。
So you have to confess to her the abnormal way. Got it.
Well, lucky for me, I'm Ichimatsu Ouro. Reina sure is popular.
I doubt there were many boys who would blatantly profess their love like that nowadays.
木崎さんは、なんていうか、母性的なんですよね。優しいというか、あったかいというか、ママよりもママっぽいというか、近くにいるだけで包まれているような気持ちというか。
Where are you going with this, Yamamoto?
All right. I guess we figured out your thing too. All right.
Mm-hmm.
弾いてます？
She's no mommy.
We were classmates, man.
いや、わかる。
包容力という意味ではわかります。
だよ
No, she
ね。
kinda is actually.
Oh, yeah. With her personality and the way that she's like, hey, I've got to make sure that you're doing okay, and I will bug
Yep.
the crap out of you to make sure that you are okay.
Yeah, I assume that's what that would be like. Yeah.
Probably. But, you know, Ouro.
Huh?
Everyone other than me seemed to have unified in a semi-creepy direction.
なんかこう、優しいのよ、空気が。
だよね、だよね。ママだよね。
ママとかはともかく、慈愛を感じますね。
I had no idea what they were talking about, but
Look, I didn't really know how to deliver that line, but I thought it worked.
no, I think that pretty well fit what is going through his head unsuccessfully. Were people other than me always this agreeable? Motherly love. I hadn't heard a woman described in those terms anywhere, but Fist of the South Star.
Fist of the South Star.
I
I genuinely love the in universe, you know,
Yeah,
not copyrightable ones.
the adjacent naming convention.
Mhm.
Like, you know what it is, but it is just off. Hmm.
理想だな、ほんと。キサキさんみたいな人、いいな。
What are you in love with her?
内面は最高ですね。あとは体が20歳上だったら告白していました。
Okay.
All right, so yes.
You know, now that I think about this, I think he may have established that. Was it early in Sylvia's route or late in the common route? I feel like this preference of
I don't
his.
feel like it was this established.
Maybe not, but I feel like it was touched on.
Yeah.
アラフォーだぞ。
Yeah.
それくらいで完成されると思いますね、彼女は。
The men here had a wide variety of fetishes. The only thing I could say was, their inclinations aside, the men around here sure found her easy on the eyes. This was one fact you could use to eloquently describe what sort of girl Kisaki Reina was. A marvelous thing indeed.
レーナのお話？
No.
Yeah.
It kind of depends on how much of that conversation you heard as to whether the answer is yes or no.
みんなレーナが大好きでしょ？
Sylvie replied proudly. The satisfied look on Sylvie's face showed just how happy she was that people were complimenting her friend. One correction. She wasn't just attractive from men's point of view. However,
Now that I think about it, I really am blessed.
何が？
Never mind.
あー
Reina replied as she sprawled out on my bed and nibbled on potato chips. Hey, don't eat those in my bed. You're gonna get crumbs everywhere.
レーナ、次のページ。
Oh, hey, Sylvie's here too.
まだ読んでる。
はーい。
まったくもう、シルビー様、はしたないですよ。
Sylvie was there beside her.
This is a good day.
So that's why he's blessed.
Mm.
Ellison was here too, but if you were wondering why she wasn't lecturing her sloppy behavior,
エロいな。白滝というのはこれでよろしくて？
はい、おそらく。それで、なりません、神なる様。白滝をお肉の横に配置することは、すき焼きの条理に反するとのこと。
it dishonors the noodles. It was because she was preparing tonight's dinner.
なぜ白滝はお肉から話すのかしら。すき焼きというのはお肉が主役なのでしょ？そこからわざわざ遠ざけるなんて残酷ですわ。
申し訳ない。わかりかねます。しかし、日本のすき焼きは、鍋奉行なる厳正な役職によってルールを定められており、白滝と肉の関係もそこに記されているとか。
I have no idea what's going on right now.
奉行。
What?
日本の歴史で学びましたわ。遠く江戸の時世、桜吹雪のタトゥーを背負い、悪代官なる幕府の重役を切り殺していた遊び人の名ですわね。ジャパンはやはり封建的ですわね。そんな悪辣な男の定めたルールでも、伝統ならばと従わねばならないなんて。
いかな歴史も何かしら必要な理由がある。それが伝統というものです。ここは従っておくべきかと。
Tradition.
仕方ありませんわね。 さようなら白滝。あなたのことは忘れなくてよ。
You could probably figure out the current situation even without much explanation, though, but we got it anyway.
エル、すき焼きできた？
もうしばらくお待ちください。今、割り下を作っております。
割り下使うんだ。じゃあ関東風だね。関東風？なんですそれは。また奉行のやつめが何かルールを決めましたの？
It's fine, really. It won't change the taste.
楽しみだわ、すき焼き。
お任せください。
But yeah, we ended up having sukiyaki today at Sylvie's request. As a princess, I was sure she had eaten delicious meals from all around Japan at her assorted meetings and business dinners. However, sukiyaki was a luxury item for us commoners, and it hit right in our blind spot. Not that I knew why we were having it at my place.
いいじゃん。ここが一番集まりやすいし。
Is it? Alright.
Right.
Yeah, may as well. It saved me the cost of a dinner. Getting to eat sukiyaki with a princess at night wasn't an experience that came along every day either, not even in my novels. And then...
にしても腹減った。でも見たオーロ。シルビーたちが何気なく持ってきたお肉。超高いやつだったよ。
I am grateful they used ingredients that were up to their standards.
Ella-san's group had gotten all the tools and ingredients together for us. She and Mina-chan were also doing the cooking.
早く食いてー。もうじき12月。なんかさ、12月ってすき焼きって感じだよね。
I think I get what you mean.
そうなの？
Not that there's an actual reason.
うち大晦日、12月31日は絶対すき焼きだったわ。
It's a coincidence. My family had sukiyaki a lot too.
ねえ、それで締めのうどんがお蕎麦になって。
Dessert soba is gross when it's boiled. So you mean the kind you can dip in sukiyaki broth?
それあんまりやらないから大晦日だけの贅沢。意外とどの地域でも一人は通じる人がいる。日本人あるあるだよね。面白いわね。ねえエル、今年は私も大晦日の日すき焼きにしたいわ。
年末年始は国に帰っているはずですので、私どもでは決めかねます。
残念。じゃあオーロ、私らはそうしよっか。集まってすき焼き。
As long as there's good meat in it. By the way.
She's been chit-chatting for quite some time now, but...
You're the only one not doing anything.
何が？
Anything.
Never mind.
Reina continued to laze around on my bed and refused to contribute toward meal prep. I'd noticed it a while back, but it seemed Reina couldn't cook. Was she really popular?
You know, I'm not surprised at all.
Oh, neither am I. Reina definitely seems like the kind to be like, I'll just hang out and look pretty. You guys can do your thing.
Also, how she always invites herself to meals.
Oh, yeah.
Duh.
She dragged me onto the bed.
What the heck?
いやー、さっきまでシルビーがいたからよかったけど、一人だと寒い。ちょっとそこ寝てて。あったかいから。
You're something else.
It was true that it was a little chilly in the room right now. They were using an induction cooktop to heat the suyaki pot, so we cut the heater to divert electricity to it.
Inviting a man into bed without warning? There's no telling what might happen to you.
おお？なんだ？エロいことする気か？
Not with everybody else here.
Why do you sound happy about it?
いやまあ、最低限の安全はエルチンがいる時点で保証されてるし。
Exactly. True enough.
いいよ、来いよ。
She faced upward, practically enticing me. In a way that suggested it was fine to be erotic. But...
何よ、しけ面かよ。
I feel impending death.
No, Alright.
That's not
Shifting the conversation, that's something.
Yeah.
Today in class I was gossiping with the others about you.
え、何それ？
It was an evaluation of the woman known as Jogasaki Reina. You may have heard of her.
Of course I have. She's you.
As a result, we figured out you're extremely popular.
マジで？いや、それは、うん。まあ分かってはいたけどね。誰とは言えないけど、そこそこな数の男子からモーションかけられてるし。あ、ちょっとオーロ、エロい目で見ないでちょうだい。私そんな安い女じゃないぞ。
She covered her body with her arms and hands. Based on my earlier observations, I noticed this woman loved to use her own body as material for some absurd comedy routine.
だから何よそのしけ面。
I was just wondering why someone like you was so popular.
Jeez. Wow.
At least he didn't emphasize the like you part.
But still.
At least it's just in the sentence. I know.
Kind of a rude comment.
I mean, look. If we've learned nothing from how many episodes, it's that Ouro has no tact whatsoever.
That is true.
失礼かよ。
Yeah. It wasn't that I didn't understand why she was popular.
Wait.
Then why are you asking?
Yeah, I was like, wait, hold up.
Kind, cute, and easy to talk to. Those sort of traits were more than enough to trounce most men. Trounce. Alright.
Maybe she is a mommy.
But I still didn't understand what that motherly love thing meant. And you think she does? Do you think she is aware of this perception that other people have pushed onto her? Probably not.
でも、そっか。
Do you?
Hmm?
いや、うん。教室でみんなと、ね。
Reina laughed happily. What the? It crossed my mind, but
できましたよ。
now that dinner was ready, our conversation naturally came to an end. Incidentally, as for the sukiyaki,
ですからゲロ、さっきから肉ばかり取りすぎですわ。ちゃんとお野菜もお食べ遊ばせ。
I see now she is seeming far more motherly at this point.
Oh, 100% true. Sorry.
お姉様は逆にお野菜ばかり食べすぎですわ。お豆腐とかいろいろあるんですから。
We're talking about Sylvie, that's not true at all.
この糸こんにゃくって感触がいまいちだわ。偉いな。すき焼きは生卵をつけて食べるのが作法とあったでしょう。ちゃんと生卵をつけなさい。
卵、生は苦手です。
まったく、みんなして困ったものです。
And you're overly anal.
ほら、キサキさんをお見習い遊ばせ。さっきからどれも均等に取って食べておりますわ。まあ
How?
当然だよね。うんほら、お姉様もキサキさんを見習って。
She's just been eating everybody else's food.
キサキさん、よく見たらさっきから手元に寄せた白菜なんかがちっとも減っておりませんわ。
Oh my gosh.
均等に食べてるようで、お肉ばっかり食べてましたのね。バレたか。
Oh, this meat's tasty.
だからバランスよくお食べなさい。
It is balanced. It has the three most important things: meat, meat, and meat. I expected as much, but you're a major hot pot commissioner, huh, Mina-chan?
しけな。私のどこが人殺しの遊び人ですこと。
Well, you are fond of a whip. Despite the noisy girl in attendance, we had a delicious meal. It was a real treat to have two princesses and a knight sitting around and eating a meal together. And
あらあら、肉追加しよう。
Sure.
バランス。
the most popular girl in class.
金色ラブリッチェ。
Well, with Jogasaki's exasperation, this may be a good place to call it quits for this episode.
Yeah.
Even though it's kind of unpleasant to leave it off on her, but, you know, it is what it is.
She actually plays a much bigger role, I think, in this route. Like, from what I'm seeing.
I guess it makes some logical sense with her relationship with Reina. I'm sure it'll be even more so in Ria's route, but since Reina gets along with everybody, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure. And I didn't even think about that with Ria's route, actually.
Oh, I know. But we're still a ways away from that. But this has been really interesting so far. We're getting to learn more about Reina and her bubbly personality. It's pretty much exactly what we expected. Lots of innuendo, really funny jokes. Good time so far. Looking forward to seeing more.
Definitely.
I hope you all are, too. But we hope to see you all in the next episode. For now, we are the Bridge Boys, signing off.